yourself with a rubber hose. Stuff it in your mouth and down your throat, up your nose or in your hiney hole. I don't care where it goes, and it don't matter if you're straight or gay. You should fuck yourself anyway.
Welcome. I mean, maybe. I'm not even sure if there's restrictions on channels with only 17 subscribers, so I might try not to make this all day, but basically I am gonna have to redo the comments from yesterday. You could go watch the banned video from WokeTube over on the B&E Rumble channel. I believe there's links in the other Captain channel. If not, I'll try to remember to put a link down here. Yeah, they what did I have tell me to say? I said the certain word too many times for the arm ticket. So YouTube is effectively a bunch of liars for saying that they're dropping their, you know, soon as you say things that go once again against the narrative, you're on your backup channel. And I'm on vacation for 1 week, so I'm over here. What are we looking at? Figure as long as I'm going to be over here, might as well do something strong. Oh, that's right, I got to remember Billy, because now he's going to have to watch this again. This is from Warrior Brewing. Strawberry Cheesecake Danish Stout, weighing in at 8.5%. And this is a collaboration with Duluth's Best Bread. Okay. Warrior, actually, Samantha's been trying to get me to go with her to go hang out down at Warrior Brewing. I haven't bothered to tell her yet that I was in email correspondence with one of the owners, or two of the owners, all the way up until I think they heard me say pro-Trump stuff. I mean, other than that, I don't know, unless all my shit went to spam, but all of a sudden, as soon as they figure out, and it's really I think it's a really sad thing when you find out a veteran-owned company that, well, I guess I shouldn't say anything until I take a sip of this, that for the most part, I think I've really liked everything but one thing of theirs so far. I mean, hats off to them. I can't even knock it. Sam says hanging out at the brewery slash bar is really nice. Of course, she would say that. It's like 4.5 minutes from her house. Probably 10 minutes if you walked. So I am looking forward to that. But yeah, I was, like I said, for some reason, something I said must have triggered them, and all I could think of it was pro-Trump stuff. Sad. Best president in my lifetime, and maybe ever. Perfect? Hell no. But I cheers to, that's where my vote is going, Trump 2024. It does have like a milk chocolate and a dark chocolate smell to it, I suppose. And if they do watch this video, they're just going to get even more pissed off. Boys at Warrior, if you watch this, I really hope that you're pro-American and not like a bunch of or veterans. But I always do the light thing, and I'm sorry, I'm using one of my favorite glasses. If you would like to donate some glasses to the Captain Dick Nuzzle Brewery Review, whatever they, I'd be happy to. But right now, my favorite glass is a Castle Danger, your competition. So Firefly, low, medium. So far, it's just lighting up the glass. Ooh, lighting up my pants. High and turbo. So let me spin her over here. I'm actually surprised. It does appear to be, well, I guess when you do this, it doesn't surprise me anymore, but it poured it poured like something. It poured more like a porter. I mean, when you see it up here around the rim, it doesn't really have a lot of hang time. Keep the hits coming. So if you're finding this channel for the first time, this is my backup channel. I guess down in the description, I should right now. If I forget, the only thing there is the email address to this channel. myexwifeisloose@gmail.com, and I had this channel created for me. Thank you, Poco. I mean, I'm not saying that. It is a creative thing. My ex-wife is loose @gmail.com. So far, unfortunately, the flavors are carrying along with how the beer looks. I guess it's not an Imperial Stout. It's a Danish Stout. No titties, but she's hot. The only taste I'm getting is exactly the way it smells. More of a dark, almost baker's chocolate bitterness. Maybe a coffee-esque kind of a thing. But I don't know if that's coffee. That flavor does coat your tongue and stick with you. So I apologize if you go watch the WokeTube band video over on Rumble. All I did was a normal show, only to find out that 1 minute the show was here, next minute that it wasn't. I realize that everything is just a fucking machine, and there's really no people at WokeTube, and if there was, they're just a bunch of liberal cunts, so what difference does it make? But I appealed it, and it took like 7 minutes to get denied. Rich Huff said, cheers all. See, now all I can do is really maybe do a thumbs up, because they even took more things away from you now. I couldn't leave a linked comment. It said that that function is awesome. It said that function is disabled because you said arm ticket too many times. I also like to say, because of course there's one person that, and of course I did release the hounds, but one person always gets back to me right away and says, my comment about how many arm ticket audio scenes have taken place is all turned out to be propaganda. But it's also the news. You know, the same organization, you know, the higher up, Blackstone, that owns everything, and when the news comes out, you know, I think someday, like always, I stand behind what I said and my beliefs of how many arm ticket audio scenes that have happened since the arm ticket went into effect. I think it's a shame. I think the numbers are being manipulated and hidden because it does not suit the agenda of lessening the amount of stuff on this planet. So again, anything I hear from the media, I'm sorry. I do not fucking believe 90% of what I hear. It's hard enough to trust a channel that I used to trust, but guess what? Fox News is owned by the same company that owns all of the rest of them. So why would they be any different? but to follow up on thy agenda. And I am not going to get carried away. This is a one and done for me because I have 3 hours for this to leave my system, because the weather was supposed to be terrible at 2:30 this morning and carry through until 6 o'clock tomorrow. But as of right now, there was light snow this morning, and Christine's like, I was like, you know what, that's fine. Don't drive the computer-assisted all-wheel drive loaner car, free mileage. I'll drive you in my car. And I have to say, absolute personal favorite. I mean, I'll take her with the bowl haircut, but I tell you what, between those eyes and those everything else, can only imagine how hot she would even be if she grew her hair out. The upper stuff, we'd go away with the lower stuff. And I'm really happy because those are awesome too. I just love a big veiny set of natural titties. The title for the car showed up. Sam is the one that purchased the car, so I ran up to the Subi dealership. She filled out her part. I ran over to DMV. Christine, because she legally can't, brought it over and introduced me to one of the people that she says is actually a stand-up employee there. Doesn't play the fucking child games that a bunch of them play. And I got the right when we're done doing this, I have to cook dinner so that it's cooling off, so I can put it in the refrigerator. And then I'm doing chicken and salad for dinner tonight. But as soon as I'm done with that, I have, whoever sent it, I apologize if I'm embezzling, but I have to. I am putting the hashtag in memory of Be Like Ed frame on my license plate. And I wasn't going to do this because Christine says it's just a waste of money. And I don't understand what's going on right now. But Minnesota introduced blackout plates. It's just as it sounds. Everything is gloss black except for the numbers, and it's white. And she says that they're getting to the point where they practically can't even keep them in stock. And I said, yeah, it seems kind of silly. It's $30 extra a year to have the blackout plates, so it's really nothing. But normally when you get specialty plates, like if you get veteran, honoring a veteran plate, or you can get Minnesota Vikings, which just points out that you are a absolute loser. But if you get any of these specialty plates, like the Natural Reserve plates and that kind of shit, every time when you purchase those, and I think there's also an extra charge every single year, just like anything special. I'm not sure though, because I have custom plates for Vivian. I don't know. Whatever. That money goes like to veterans, and it goes to the game reserve, and it goes to the Minnesota Vikings, that kind of thing. But these ones, the money just goes to the state of Minnesota. And Christine is like, they already had what was it, like a $7 billion surplus in the state of Minnesota, and they gave $275 per individual. I think it was what the hell we get, like $580 for a household or something. It just didn't, the math didn't work out. Shocking. So anyway, I told Sam that I was on my way to the DMV, and she goes, "Oh, have you seen the new blackout plates?" And I'm just like, yeah. She goes, "Oh, you got to get those. A glass black car with blacked out plates." And I'm just like, of all people, Sam, I thought you would be this is totally ridiculous. She goes, "Oh, hell no. I'm going to put those on every one of my vehicles moving forward. it's going to look so sweet on anything black and anything white. And her Legacy, the car that she wanted me to take because I'm old and a Legacy would be better for me than an Impreza. I said, so if I told you I was going to get the blackout plates, you gotta. I'm like, okay. So it was I guess it's $30 extra per year to get the blackout plates, and the money just goes to the state of Minnesota. And people that, like, at the counter, the lady goes, as of right now, we have no idea who is getting this money or what they're doing with it. I'm like, that's nice. The DMV doesn't even know where that $30 a year per plate is even going. I said it's probably going to a new pool for the piece of shit governor. Swimming pool. Not. So, my car is legal now. The expired last year window sticker was able to come out, and the new plates went on. And like I said, I'm gonna put that frame on there. Okay, don't take long, and I've read one comment. Din said, "Take a sip or something." Or something. If I don't take a sip, what's the or something? Bad says, greetings, Captain. Unfortunately, nobody's gonna. Well, you already got hearted. You got hearted yesterday. Yeah, Captain number 2. Cold-hearted bastard is 2 thumbs down and 6 shots. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. What I do to piss him off. Then he says, 12 inches of snow and still coming down. And Billy says, thank you. You are kind and thoughtful, Nozzle. It helped. And that would have been him talking about not seeing my finger as much as possible. I would have licked it. Multi-Gunman says, here, I'm early. Now what? Mike says, cheers, bro. Cheers, Mike. Then he says, how are you two feeling? See, and technically, I don't really have to answer these questions because I already did it once. You can watch it on Rumble if you want. I don't know. I was a little irritated, and of course, when I found out that they deleted the video and then rejected the appeal, and then told me I was on a 1-week vacation. Granted, I got even more happy. I'm just gonna say this in case the day comes. Because of WokeTube and their propaganda, do what the wrong side of history tells them to do. It has really become no fun at all. Those on the other hand would be a great time. All I'm saying is it's really gotten to the point where the interacting that I have with you guys, and it'll be interesting to see how much interaction there actually is going to be. Like, this isn't like a veiled threat, because trust me when I say I just don't need artificial shit said just to inflate the number. But when you have a channel that has as of the starting of the 17 subscribers, that should work out to like 17 comments for me to read tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But no, kind of like what Chuck said, I'll stay and do this as long as I'm having fun. And YouTube is just completely destroying all of that. And of course, right now, and I'll be 100% honest when I say, with everything I'm going through and trying to look for jobs, and it's just like, there's this column which is everything I am not and will never be qualified for. And then there's this side where they're looking for a fucking sandwich. How is it worded? A sandwich assembler for Panera. No, fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't care how bad things get. I am not going to take a job for $12 an hour assembling sandwiches with a bunch of 18-year-olds. Strike that. Right now, I'm reconsidering for a couple of reasons. Okay, cold-hearted bastard. 2 more thumbs down and 6 more shots. And then Poco says, well, hello there. Then he says, I lived a few blocks away from the Rogue River for a while. And then he says, a hamburger on top. I could get into that. Oh, talking about the blood. Why don't I remember? That wasn't... That just popped... Hey, I'm hearting that. That was not there yesterday, and that was not there just before I started this, because I clicked all of the comments that I have responded to, and all of a sudden, a comment fires up on WokeTube. Shocking! Good thing they blocked that you would get a Bloody Mary with a hamburger on top of it. Unless the cheesecake is stuck to the bottom of the can, I am truly not understanding strawberry cheesecake stout, where I taste no cake, no strawberry, and no cheese. Ooh, I happen to be so disappointed with this cheesecake in this beer. Maybe I didn't review one of their beers good enough and they got pissed off at me. I noticed when I shook it, a little bit more of a trail of darker stuff fell, but I'm still not tasting anything special. OBS Chevys are meant for men. Okay. Rich says YouTube must have heard you say the C word tonight. Oh, Rich, you have no idea. Then, Heaven and Hell Spirits says, cheers everyone. Cheers, cheers. All I'm doing is thumbing stuff up so I know if I've read it or not yet. Salty, once naked, always naked. Cobra, I hear the post office is hiring. Get them good federal job benefits too. Oh yeah, some of these have sub comments that, because I'm reading it in the form of comments inside of the video itself, I like Smile Money. So I'll just Cliff Note version. Smile Money says that I wouldn't take the job because of the snow, sleet, and the hail. Well, it is an outside job, and I don't want an outside job. Cheap old gun guy. Just think, if you took a job as a bartender, in about 2 months you'd be qualified to be a congressman. Then you could lie, cheat, and steal enough to be put on an ethics committee. And just in case you weren't listening, watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body! I heard a good one today. If Trump really did everything that they are accusing him of doing, if it was all true, he would qualify to be a Democrat. Cobra, Cobra had said F9, and that was a miss. Matt Davis says, I'm having Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, and it's really tasty. What I can say, Matt, is that I would rather be drinking a Dragon's Milk than this. Dragon's Milk is much heavier, much darker. It has a lot more flavor. I'm still shocked that because of the color of this that the fleshlight wasn't actually making it through it. I just must have been missing it. Did anybody down there taste this before they named it? McLean, after 1972, Chevy wasn't Chevrolet. Or 1972, Chevrolet wasn't Chevrolet anymore. Then he says, I miss Matt. He's been on fire lately, and I should know. I busted 4 times last review, a new record. Then he says, Eric, is this guy bothering you? Then McLean says, Eric, cover your ears. Hey guys, you all, yeah, all of you. You can't turn Sam's welding into a west of the Mississippi Ebomi tour. Or wedding. Okay, sorry. You can't turn Sam's wedding into a west of the Mississippi Ebomi tour. Okay, show some respect. Okay, Eric, you can listen up again. See you in Vegas, baby. Why? I'll call you after I'm done with the video. Jesus Christ. Oh, 3 days ago she called it like 8 o'clock at night. Yesterday she called it like 5 o'clock at night. Today she's calling at 2:50. McLean, I don't know about Duluth, but in Cali, car registration is supposed to cover road repairs. Well, I think the money they take from us is supposed to be, I believe. Now, if you lived here, you'd wonder what the fuck they're really doing with it. Wade, my guest tomorrow on Locked and Loaded, I drive a 20-year-old Ford F-150 Heritage with a 5-speed manual. My son did a tune-up a couple of weeks ago and told me it should last another 20. If you take care of your stuff, it'll take care of you. Except up north where the roads eat your vehicles. This is true. This is absolutely true. I believe at this point I went into a long dissertation about NIHAP wondering if everything is fucking destroyed by salt up here, and my response was yes. Yes, it is. That's why, I watch a lot of car shows, and one of my favorite shows is Custom Garage with Ian, and he is in Arizona, and the car might have the paint probably all burnt off of it, but it has this, this cool patina to it, and no rust. I mean, no matter what they take apart, there's like no rust on anything. Actually, I think the last thing they were taking apart was 1939. He was taking some stuff off to put something. Sorry, Billy. To put something else, use it for something else, and it was just like. I'm pretty lucky though. I mean, obviously it's much newer than my truck, but the Impreza is a 2011, and there's some slight surface rust right on the rounded part of the hatch. So if the hatch was opening and you were watching it go by, the lowest point has a little area that has started. Otherwise, this thing looks immaculate, and when I was under it, I was thinking, damn, this is not in the same kind of rusty condition as the truck, unfortunately, is. Now I don't even know what to do about the truck. My neighbor Jordan and Matt were out cooking up filet mignon, and well, Matt, he was cooking it up. Jordan was just down there, and boneless ribs. And oh, I tell you, Matt, if you hear me, because the chances are that a lot of you will not even know to follow me over to this channel, just think I'm on vacation for another week, and where I get the "where have you been?" I tried to leave a link, but it wouldn't let me, so I just said that I was able to actually put a link in the description box. I was like, holy shit, they let me do that, dumbasses. And then I let a bunch of you know that the link to here was in the description to the last brewery review, the Rogue, that didn't get deleted. But yeah, so Matt's out there cooking away, and makes a plate for him and Jordan and me. And Jordan said, "You're not selling that truck." And I go, "What do you mean? I got money invested in it, and it's been, nothing's happening." He goes, "Well, I already got you one job, and I probably will have 2 more for you by the end of the day. But I have a job. I'm gonna go plow a pretty decent sized driveway tomorrow." And he's like, "They've got money, and they just want to know that someone's going to take care of the shit, so whatever price you want." And then while you're there, there's some indoor work that I'd like you to look at and see if you'd like to take that on. Okay. And the truck made money for itself today. So problem is, it's snow, and it's unreliable. And if it was last year, by now we already had something like, I don't know, 5 feet by this time last year. I mean, by this time last year, I was thinking, we're not even halfway through this shit, and I don't know where to put snow anymore. So this year's completely different. Snow removal companies that thought this shit was actually, one of them is actually one of Jordan's friends. Or no, Matt's friends. Matt has a friend that owns a snow plowing company, and last year Matt's like, "You should just quit your job now and do this." I'm like, "Well, when the snow runs out, then there's no this. Then I'm just a guy with a truck with a snow plow on it that burnt a bridge behind me." So, but his buddy, they got just slaughtered last year. They couldn't have enough people working. And this year, they've got guys that are sitting around waiting for it to snow. So, J-Dog is here at home. Miss 27 says 30th. Then he says, "Get to work, my brew bomie." Smile Money says, "I have in my possession something to help you with your product review material. My wife questioned my sanity when it arrived, but sometimes my humor is an acquired taste." Laugh out loud. Scared. A little scared. Like if those suspenders were to pop right now. Come right through the TV. Then he said, "I'd be happy not to discuss complicated issues. It is your channel. You're free to rant as you see fit. I just can't hit the bullcrap button when you do." Can you imagine if this was like live and then the bullshit button was internet controlled, or any of these? Like you guys are all sitting there and you had the power to press any of these buttons?
That's such fake news.
I know, because that technology just isn't here yet. EMT says, Echo 8, Echo 8. And
Joe Biden!
That was a miss. And it was a well-called shot, alleviating 3 possibilities for a ship. Smile Money says, just for the hell of it, search Obama family photos. You may realize your information is misleading. This was not in there yesterday at all. Now you can go down the rabbit hole of conspiracies. There are photos posted. Well, I know there's photos posted, but I've heard from multiple sources that they literally rent the kids. I mean, who has seen a pregnant Michael Obama? That's all I want to know. Where is the pregnant Michael Obama picture? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Billy. I'll have to get a makeup artist to do up my finger every single day for you. Looks like the new nail is starting to push the old one off, though. I'd show you, but Smile Money says, are you doing a Vogue Us or a Vegas trip? The Duluth dialect is difficult to translate sometimes. Vegas, baby! Sharky says, cheers all, more catching up. Here, hope to make it all the way. Then he says, 2655, good to see the camera is mostly still pointed right at the spot on the counter. Super zoom. Way fun to see your end of your Hellion. Oh, and way fun to see your end of your Hellion chat. Yeah, what he is talking about, well, twofold. One, he's talking about this. Oop. See, Sharky? I was going to do this. This is dangerous, but and then the other thing that he was talking about, look, it's me and Cobra. And then Biden has a dick shoved in his ass. There's the dick right there. And Trump's like going, ha ha! President in 2024. And then I have come back around. I have swung back to this side of the forest. After watching James at TFB shooting the 16-inch Hellion and having sub-MOA groups, I do not want to dilute the fact that you would more than likely want a bullpup for a particular reason, and that's because it qualifies as a rifle because it has a 16-inch barrel. Boy, the ATF is a bunch of dumb motherfuckers, aren't they? I'm surprised that's not on the list. But after seeing the accuracy, and this is considered a service rifle, the only fault that I can give it right now is the trigger sucks in it. But it does in almost all of them. But the other guys offer aftermarket. You can find aftermarket triggers for like the Tavor and the AUG. But as of now, I do not believe there is an aftermarket trigger available for the Hellion. But I don't care. It's not stopping me. I want the Hellion, and it actually might stay exactly as it arrives. It has a really cool set of built-in flip-up sights, and a lot of these guys that got these rifles to demo, it came with a Night Force either 1-6 or a 1-8 power scope on it, and it's just, again, that seems to be defeating the purpose of a nice small, compact, easily maneuverable rifle that at 100 yards, I mean, one of their groupings, he had a 1-inch grouping. Actually, one of his groupings, in 3 shots, all made a line, and then he pulled one, and it made that group 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches grouping. But at 100 yards, you're talking about a service rifle. Yeah, I want the 16-inch Hellion. I do not want the 18. I do not want the 20 Sam I am. And like I said, at best, because I do want to, I have a vision for the KS-47. The stuff that's sitting on there could be a candidate to go on a Hellion. A nice red dot and a magnifier, or possibly the green dot that I got from Matt with the magnifier, or maybe just the green dot. I don't know. I would never put a scope. I'd never put a scope on the Hellion, and right now I am massively leaning towards just leaving it as flip up sights, or trying to put a small red dot on it. But yeah, that was a very informative video, and yeah, and the rifle that they used was the same one that he had previous, and beat the shit out of it. They did everything from cover it in dirt to they cleaned it by bringing it to the car wash. Sharky, I love the Alone series. Nothing but their 10 items, some basic stuff, and a sat phone. Off you go, and good luck in some Alaskan winter scenario, or worse. Sharky SH made it and did the old school B&E of rock outro. Memories. Hope Bunky's birthday celebration was a nice one. Give her a hug for me. And make Dave watch. Yeah, we had a good time. It's always awesome when we get a chance to get together. We used to do it once a month. You can never have too many good memories or too many good memories. Then pop up one of them old MREs, or sorry, pop open one of those old MREs and get it out onto the tray. Jolson says we need more cowbell. I looked at the fine print for a new channel like this, and I am not able to cowbell. Rich Huff says cheers all. Mike says SH. Oh, this was that club. Sorry. Smile Money says cheers, clubbers. And Mr. 27 saw, yeah, I saw this one before, because he got notified of a new video, and then the new video was not there. So now let me try refreshing this and see what happens. Comments I have not responded to. 2 from Mr. Mark Mack. Yes, I upset WokeTube by discussing the truth, and they deleted the video and gave me a 1-week vacation. Right now, you're in the brew review over on the backup channel. Okay. Mr. Mark Mack says, glad you're enjoying the Achero knife, Eric. Cheers, my friend. Hell yeah. One of my definite personal favorites. It's the same style and design as the copper one, or you can get the brass one, but this one is carbon fiber. It's strong, and it's sharp, and I like the profile of the blade. Unfortunately, I just kind of slipped into my lounging pants to get comfortable after being out doing snow plowing and shoveling, and I don't have anything on me, actually. I guess on that whole pocket dump Matt does, I would fail, except for I do have a VP9 tactical on my side. Then Mr. Mark Mack says, yes, you don't want the property taxes here in Illinois, Eric. And that should wind out the comments. And of course, if you see this, you saw this over at the backup channel, and then we will resume the regular flow until I notify you that I have been given my First Amendment rights back by the fucking A, McLean. Sorry, you had to see our lover spat right there. Jolson. Okay, what do I think about this? One more of those, McLean, and I'm turning the sound off on my phone. It reminds me of a porter. The taste, the color, the consistency. Was it drinkable? Yes. Thank God, because it was a 4-pack. So now I got 3 more of these. Again, drinkable? Yes. Did it taste okay? Yes. Was it what it says it is? A strawberry cheesecake Danish stout. Well, if that's what they want to call it, then I guess that's what it is. I didn't taste strawberry. I didn't taste cheesecake. I didn't get Danish. I got what was like a chocolate porter, and that is all. So, based on what it's supposed to be versus what I got out of it, I am going to give it a 7. Okay. Should see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be another busy day. Go do a bunch of plowing, and then either give an estimate or just find out when they want me to start with the stuff that needs to be done inside the house. So, okay, cheers, and WokeTube. You propaganda. Keep the propaganda going, WokeTube.